I'm making this video because I wanted to support Shaya's Shelf, who is promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right? I'm absolutely here for this. I'm showing my support because I do this in my everyday life. I do not shop with the Africans. Ain't no African ever braided my hair, put their hands on my head, or none of that.
The level of idiocy we've just observed needs to be studied because, wow, isn't this embarrassing? Isn't this embarrassing? First off, all Africans aren't the same. Africa's a huge continent. And second off, what is this boycott even doing? What is the reasoning behind it?
You know, after reading a lot of comments about that boycott, it's been brought to my attention that a lot of these African hair braiding shops are doing some human trafficking, and a lot of immigration fraud is going on. So I'm gonna just leave this information right here so all of my Black Americans can hit the ICE tip line for all those African braiding shops. Yeah, those sweatshops that they like to work in. Let me move my head out the way. Yeah, I'll be calling on Monday about all the local African braiding shops in my area. Thank you. Thank you, guys. See, at first we just didn't want to give you money, but now we just want you to go back home.
Africans had to take over Essence Fest because nobody wants to hear or participate in what they got going on. Trust me, if Essence Fest was pure African, nobody would go. You see how nobody went this year because we found out it was African. If it had been African this whole time, nobody would show up because nobody's interested in what they got going on. They're a whole continent full of uninteresting people and uninteresting culture. They're a continent full of people who have to live in the past. They talk about the times when they were from Egypt. Egypt is only one part of Africa. It's the north part of Africa, and it's one country. I really only got respect for Ethiopia and Egypt. That's it. Everybody else is pretty much hogwash. I mean, what do they got going on themselves? They take pride in something that happened 3,000 years ago. The closest thing that Africa has done is the Moors. Oh my gosh. And that was from the year 711 to the 1400s. 600 years ago. In the last 600 years, they have done nothing relative except take over our culture.
Essence Fest is whack and wash now because it's run by a bunch of Africans. There is no Black American culture that is reflected in Essence Fest anymore. Essence's CEO is an African. The chief, one of their chief top level executives and officers is an African. The person that owns Essence Ventures is an African.
Africans ruin Essence Fest. You would think you walked around and you just heard Jerusalem. No. You would think you walked around and everybody was like, baby, come down. That's not what happened. Every corner you turned, you heard wedding bells, which is traditionally African-American jubilation song. Let me tell you something. When it comes to diaspora wars, I do believe Africans be lying. But even more, African-Americans be lying as well. Because everybody wants to drive their own narrative. So people make up stuff and say whatever they can to sell the point across. Sometimes, most of the time, it ain't true. Not even sometimes. What am I talking about? African Americans ain't got no culture. Africans trying to take over our spaces. Not the case. If Africans were to be present at your festival, trust me, you will know. There will be the smell of suya in the air. Uncles all around the area. Burna Boy and Davido would have been a headliner. It would have been insane. I was there, and my experience was once again enjoying and celebrating and reveling in all the beauty that is Black American culture. The food, the dances, the music. I never for one second thought, man, Africans finally took us over. Never.
I'm starting to think that we are not descendants of Africa. And the reason why I say that is, look at sports. Why is it that the American Africans are so much better than the true blood Africans at sports? Really, I want you to think about it. Look at the Black American athlete, the Jamaican Black athlete, and the actual African athlete. It's a huge difference.
Clap if you care.
If we were descendants of Africa,
Clap if you care.
Africans will be destroying us in sports. Think about that. Other than cross-country running, what are the Africans really athletic at? Now, yeah, there's some onesies and twosies here and there, but the majority don't even compare to us American Africans. Just something to think about. I've always wondered that, why they wasn't on the same level and they're unadulterated.
I just heard it. I literally just heard it. I heard the whole thing in my trailer, and I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at all. Everyone's like, "Yeah, big piece of dog shit."
I just saw a video on TikTok about a lady talking about how African food is nasty, how Africa doesn't have any spice, and how nobody wants African food. I found the video quite funny. You know, there are a lot of people, you know, some getting upset about it. I don't think it's upsetting at all. I think it's just funny as an African person because, first of all, not only is she talking about African food, knowing dang well Africa is not a country, but a continent. There are 54 countries that is made up of Africa. And she's talking about how African food this and African food that. And she's literally talking about one specific African country, and that is she's describing Nigerian food.
And you know what I'm going to say what don't nobody want to say? We don't eat African food like that. African food ain't good. Black people eat Jamaican food. Hell, we'll eat Indian food, Chinese food before we go buy African food. Africans had to eat out of necessity. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have spices and stuff like that over there. And they've become accustomed to eating the way they've been eating. They never changed it. Fufu nasty as hell. Y'all don't know how to put no seasoning, no salt, pepper, or put some butter over the damn fufu. Y'all food is too bland. And y'all tried to compare it with jambalaya and gumbo, Creole, New Orleans. Oh no, y'all need to cut that one out. And people just need to be real. Because you come over here in this country, you don't see no long lines of people in the African restaurant. You see them in everybody else's restaurant except the African restaurant. You see them in the Jamaican restaurant. Any type of Caribbean restaurant. Like I said,
some Black Americans defended Africans.
I just wanted to let y'all know that I will not be a part of your stupid ass boycott. And y'all sound stupid as fuck. But if you want to boycott these bullshit ass beauty supplies that be fucking us over and treat us like shit, and we the only people that shop there, I'm all the fuck in. Or if you want to boycott white tees businesses, since most of these businesses exist because of our ancestors, I'm all down. But the Africans, it's a hard fucking no. And shame on all you colored people for allowing white tea to get your panties in the bunch and try to make us enemies. We have enough fucking problems with these goddamn white tees. We don't need no fucking problems with people who look just like us, stupid. And then half of y'all don't even fucking shop at the African shops anyway. So now you really look stupid. Monkey fucking see, monkey fucking do. Boycotting the African shop. Y'all sound so fucking dumb. I hate y'all sometimes. Y'all don't never think about rallying when it comes to any other race of people hurting us. I don't care if you African, if you black from America, if you black from China, if you black from any motherfucking place. If you black, you black, dummy. Race don't mean nothing when you're fucking black. Y'all just goofies at this point. Always trying to put us against each other. My goodness. Y'all some silly ass race of people. As racist as it is on this app, y'all don't never boycott this fucking app. You have your happy ass on here dancing like a motherfucking nigga.
Yes, finally, y'all, we are boycotting African braiding shops. Like, I'm sick of these Africans taking my money. especially the ones that can do boho knotless braids down your back for under $300. Oh, especially the ones where hair is included. Like, if y'all know any of those braiding shops, like, please let me know, specifically in the Nashville area, so I can be the first to boycott, because I'm sick of thinking about that. I'm just sick and tired of them, especially when they can do hair under 5 hours because multiple ladies are working on your hair at the same time. Like, I wanted to sit on the chair for longer. Like, I'm just mad thinking about it, especially the ones that wash your hair before the appointment. Like, I'm just getting mad thinking about it. So like let me know, like, and the rates and like where they're at and like a number to like call them, like to let them know that I'm boycotting, because like we can't stand for this. And like, let me know their availability for braiding next week, because like I got a trip coming up, and like, you know, I want to boycott before I go. So like, just let me know.
Watch out for part 2 of Africans roasting Black Americans. It's really funny. Them Africans don't miss.